So you know that shit is time. That corner's a bad, mother sucker, yeah. She's a bad mother sucker. Oh, let's go.
I was thinking of writing a piece about having ADHD, but apparently I have a short-term memory. So with that being said, I just forgot everything that I was going to write in this piece. But believe me, it was comedy. See, having ADD is like living life only operating off of dopamine, a chemical release in the brain that contains the ingredients that triggers different flavors of happiness. You know, that thing that gives you that satisfaction feeling. You know, whether it's personal or business, it's a consistent hitter and it's having to promise your body dopamine just to complete a mission. And when it comes to paying attention, I got about $1.30 to put up on it. But yet, like a fiend, I chase that feeling like you got some of that stuff. Body's always asking for a little pick me up. But see, as I got older, my attention span got shorter. Now I'm just trying to follow orders while living as an adult with attention deficit. Hey, it's a Whataburger. I wonder when they put that there. You know, pretty soon that place is going to be everywhere. Like I remember one time, right, when I was driving, and then boom, a dilemma hit my eyes, and I would cry when I had to decide a Whataburger or Five Guys. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Five Guys would get me right with all them fries. Man, I could taste the burger right now on my tongue. Oh, wait. What was I talking about? See, that's a distraction. Having to promise myself some sort of fun just to get a task done. And in the midst of me doing this assignment, I just found out that dumb beetles roll poop around according to the Constellation Alliance. See, I got kind of curious, so I Googled it and I listened to the documentary about it. Oh, and I also learned that pandas forget that it's a parent. Their short attention span kicks in and then they mentally abandon their children. Oh, and in some cases, they will see them, panic, and then kill them, all because their attention span malfunction. Yep. Oh, wait. What was I talking about again? Hold on. Let me scroll up. Wait, give me a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. ADD, the one door that doesn't have the key between dreams and reality. So you gotta chase the dopamine. See, every time I start babbling, it's like my mind goes into a battle just trying to stay on track between two different matters. Because in seconds, my brain can make a quick left and comes up with some impactful quest like, how far west is the Bible Belt? Well, apparently it goes as far as Missouri. It was formed back in the 18th century and just after the Great Awakening. Oh, and speaking of awakening, it's 7:28. Dang. I know I'm late. I wonder if the kids are still awake. Wait, what's today? Saturday. Cool. That means there's no school. That means Dragon Ball's coming on. Cool. Let me wake up the boy and be like, good morning, son. Time for Goku and some cereal. But, shit, what was I doing? Oh, this poem. See, distraction, throwing off my focus. Definitely need a to-do list. Hopefully I don't leave out anything that needs to be mentioned. But let me just finish. Come on, brain. Pay attention. Because, see, I could be a mid-conversation and be like, what day is Christmas? And I'm pretty sure y'all zoned out hearing all of that. I'm like, dang, welcome to my world. But I know it was something that I was addressing. Oh, adulting while having attention deficit, where your wow factor is usually at a low insufficient. And you probably could be expressing your emotions and at any moment I'll lose focus. And now I'm thinking, what is the difference between the sea and the ocean? Well, the sea is more, the ocean is more saltwater and the sea is more saline, little less salty and looks a little bit more clean. Oh, and it's also between the ocean and the land. So from what I understand, it's 7 of them. But I see how that could be a little bit confusing between the two. But I know one thing, if I was a pirate, I'd definitely go hunting for devil's fruit. Nah, I think I'll probably go after the Dragon Balls. And since anime has my attention, there's one question that I need y'all to pick. Luffy's fifth gear or Goku's Ultra Instance? Wait. Oh, shit. That's right. Gotta finish this poem. I mean, I know it's kind of long, but you know what? I forgot where I was even going. That's it.
In my dream, there are bold words that span across the sky. Dreams led to my reality, so I'll do this until I die. I dream of myself on stages, running through the many pages that I've created. You see, it can be debated, but fuck a flower, I want the whole botanical. Even in my dreams, I'm animal. You see, I never plan my dreams, but I dream my plans with pen in hand, so no lamb. I'd be damn, I'm a different species. Spitting the dopest of feces, straight savage walking up on the mic. Oh yeah, I need these. So I take that. And then I spit straight facts. I call it queenish. Imagine this. Sleepwalking through my day while chasing my dreams at night. I dream of poetry like if I couldn't do this, that would be a nightmare come true. Chew. Every time I open my mouth, it's a blessing. Ink is my protection, wood hard on like an injection. Dreams coming in sections like what you get at the club when you buy a bottle. That's why my words are never hollow, because this dream has cost me a lot of, but in this dream, I'm paid full. So imagine me being a bull, seeing red running through all the manure. Oh yeah, I'm starting to mature. That's growth. Take note, without fertilizer, nothing ever grows. And Lord knows I've seen my fair share of shit. So in my dreams of reality, bitch, I'm lit, just like this show. So let's grow.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 tells us that love is patient and love is kind. What it doesn't tell you is love is blind and will put your heart in a bind. Yes, love never fails. But to me, this book left out some details. It is said that I'm sorry, I lost my word. It is said that love can bring the greatest joy, as long as you remember that feelings aren't a toy. Love can be the best and most powerful cure, depending on whether your intentions are pure. It is said that love keeps no record of wrong, but hurt does not equal abuse. Pain does not belong. Without love, I am nothing. I have nothing. Without love, life to me ain't worth living. So I'm saving lives every day with the love that I'm giving. Be the energy you want to receive. Consider the legacy you want to leave. There are many energy that we know of, and the greatest of these is love.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? It's that black light poet that's beyond all description. It's that friendly neighborhood soul searcher that's beyond any comprehension. It's that inner city poet whose style is hard as long division. It's that man and a half Christian, half heathen. It's that Super Bowl playoff, the regular and the preseason. It's that hood tested. It's that ghetto approved. It's that stone that the building refused and simply will not be moved. It's that old school, new school, pop locking meets the nene. It's that brand new piece drop every poetry drop Tuesday. Is that number one stunner, Blacklight Poetry's front runner, the Muskogee Soul Searchers heavyweight champion, Bird the Overcomer. You see, I've been here before. That's why I'm not afraid to stand. I was built to be that one nigga in 10,000. I was built to be that black Superman. You see, I exist to resist. I hit the mark when others miss. You must realize when 2 or 3 are joined with me, that greatness is in the midst. You must realize that God is in the midst. You must realize that I must persist. I must stand against no matter who's facing me or whoever they rolling with. You see, I win people over every time that I speak. When I walk, the concrete cracks up under my feet. I may not be the king of the jungle anymore, but I'm still a lion nonetheless. My mama used to tell me there's always somebody out there better, Bird. No, mama, this time I'm the best. I am that one walking around with an S on my chest. I am that one screaming from the rooftops that I'm better than your best. I am that one who keeps moving forward even when I'm crawling on all fours. They should have took a picture of my ass because they'll never see me like that no more. I am the sidewalk cracker, that microphone attacker, that 45-pound plate racker, that victory stacker. I smash obstacles like the Hulk. I'm a tyrannical titan like Thanos. Man, my rhymes, they connect like Legos, and these punks are coming at me soft as mashed potatoes. And me? I'm like The Rock when he was still wrestling. They prayed for my downfall. I just went the other direction. You see, the lesson? Keep stepping. Be a sidewalk cracker. To hell with what they think. Man, they opinions don't matter. My uncle C.T. Fletcher always used to tell me that it's still my mother-loving set. So sit back, so buckle your seatbelts and get hype, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Bird the Overcomer.
Sanibel Island. So excited to go to Sanibel Island. Nina, Madi, Boo Boo, Lily, and me, excited to leave dry land, gathering shells on the beach. Hey Lily, did you find something? Boo Boo swimming in the surf, the vacation we so deserved. The water lapping on the beach, the baby turtles are just out of reach. Cake butt laughing in the morning light, the horrible food that first evening. It wasn't what we'd believed in. Going out on the boat, the houses way out, so remote, watching the manatee swim, riding back until the light grew dim. This was long before the storm, before the island was transformed, before the island was in pain, before it was cut off from the main. The day the causeway disappeared, September 28th, 2022 was the year. We saw the island blown away, but Sanibel Island was here to stay. She was resurrected once more to gather shells upon the shore. On September 28, 2022, Hurricane Ian devastated Sanibel Island and Captiva a couple of years before my family and I went to Sanibel Island and had the time of our lives, watching manatees swim, collecting shells on the beach. We even had cake by the ocean, like the song. There were baby turtles making their way to the ocean after hatching. Sanibel truly was a magical place. The hurricane wasn't going to keep them down. They're rebuilding and probably will be better than before.
Trust is something that should never be given. It should only be earned. I gotta say, that's the toughest lesson I've ever been forced to learn. When a bridge of trust is built, the path to love is destroyed once it's burned. Many things make up a good relationship, but to me, honesty is my main concern. I should have walked away sooner when I knew our relationship was damaged. After so many times of being hurt and lied to, it was inevitable for me to turn rogue and become savage. And you can't stand it. You should have thought about that when your selfish actions were taken completely out of text. See, this is why I had trust issues from the start. I told you I wouldn't be able to take it if another man was to break my heart. And you promised that man wouldn't be you, but you were just like all the rest. I'm sick of all the bullshit that love puts me through.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. Yo, we are back for another week of dopeness on PPC, where this week we dreaming in poetry, making it our damn reality. Y'all know what it is. I hope y'all had a bomb-ass day, and I mean that in the best way, because y'all know I don't be humping around about nothing, especially when it comes to me having an explosive-ass day, man. Y'all know I be ready to go like ain't nobody humping around, man. So let's get to it, man. Our first time on the corner, if this is your first time tapping in tonight, hey, and welcome in this mother sucker. I hope y'all ready to catch a vibe, y'all, because we is lit in this thing. We got 4 of the dopest poets that's about to come. Well, 3 of them, and one of them really popping her cherry, y'all. She is a children's book reader, but y'all, we will get more into it when she's ready to come up here, and I hope y'all show her plenty of love tonight, like I know the corner will. But my first guest is no stranger to the PPC crew. Although this is probably y'all first time hearing her do spoken word, But she's known in them Louisiana streets as an author, a poet, starting with short stories until she was about 5 years old and realized that poetry was really her true calling, using her power to give hope and inspiration through her own experiences, always trying to make you lift up, elevating with Illuma J, that book or podcast, y'all. That means she rocking y'all 2 different ways, and y'all bound to be on a new level when you messing with the queen. So let's go.
I've been carrying the extra weight of these demons for a long time. They make me question my faith while they fuck with my mind. Got me running around here like a rat in a maze, never with the moment's peace until I get a hit of some purple haze. Trying to escape the possibility of straight jackets and padded rooms, praying for a ray of sunshine to brighten.
Yo, I caught you. Yeah. You know what I mean? What's going on tonight, man? Queen, I ain't had a time to touch bases with you. How was your day today?
Very exhausting, but I'm shaking back.
It's a hump day. Ain't it supposed to be? If you humping right, it's supposed to be exhausting. So don't take nothing off this day, man. That's what this day supposed to be like, man. Everybody be thinking it's supposed to be, nah, we ain't humping around. But anyway, man, so let's get into it, man. You really started off with short stories, and it led you to this poetry thing. Let's talk about how did short stories lead you into poetry?
I'm gonna have to blame that on Stephen King and Dr. Seuss. I don't know if y'all are horror lovers, but Creepshow to me was everything. And I was like, oh my God, the imagination, the suspense being built up of lessons to be learned, things that go bump in the night. It just helped me elevate my imagination to a whole nother level. And I realized that there was power in words as well as using your imagination. So I just took it from there.
Oh, big facts. I'm glad you said that. Power in words. As much power as the person that holds them give anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope. So how long ago did you write your first book?
It was a couple years ago. I was at a very challenging time in my life, and I was having issues dealing with my emotions. So I felt that I wanted to inspire people and give them hope that even if they had issues dealing with that you can persevere. So I used that book as a tool to help people find their way to the light.
Big facts on that. So what's the first piece you're going to give us tonight?
Well, considering I have dealt with a lot of drama, it's going to be called Over Dramatic Ass.
Okay, with your over dramatic ass. Let me get the hell out of here then.
You ready for it? Okay. It's only a matter of time before your negativity comes to surface. People think I'm emotional, but at least gaining hits or likes ain't my purpose. You're worthless. Trying to be relevant, but you're not. You're just a snake in the grass that acts like you got shit on lock. You need to stop. You too old for this shit. Saying you a monster, but ain't about shit when it comes to a bit. Your logic is lame, and all you do is play games. Preying on weak minds so you can add another link to your chain. Of fools that you choose to use to your discretion. Let me get you a Viagra so you can finally get a poetic erection. Because your shit ain't hard at all. You will hit and miss and want to play with the big dogs, but you keep dropping the ball. I wouldn't usually go this hard, but it is what it is. You started this shit, so finish it, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. I don't like fake shit or drama, and I hate when shit gets messy. But for some apparent reason, people try to get me amped up and they test me. All I wanted to do was write, not be malicious or rude. There's room for everyone to sit at the table. Nobody should feel like they have a point to prove. Whatever happened to the love for the craft or just to enjoy the beauty of writing? This was never a competition. It should be about uniting, not fighting. In peace.
'Cause I'm every woman. It's all in me. No, not anything you want done, baby. It ain't happening. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I will be muted up and talking shit. Maybe I was saying something y'all didn't need to hear because Shim had really said it all. So let me just shut the hell up and go on. Shim said you can't have anything you want. And that piece was definitely direct and hitting. I don't know what inspired that piece.
Just so much unnecessary drama, so much energy that was coming my way that was being directed wrong. Like, I've always been considered like a peaceful person, but people have a tendency to try to test that peaceful person. Don't think just because I'm peaceful that I ain't about no beast action, because I am. And please don't let the squeaky voice fool you, because I can take it there. If I'm pushed, I can take it there.
I
But
ain't a killer.
that's where I
She
was.
killer, but don't push her ass. Y'all hear her? I be with these short people. They be having short fuses and shit. I'm one of them. I'm pretty short, man. I'm pretty short. I understand.
Yeah.
So definitely, man, you definitely have to come back around and hit us with another piece. I gotta go ahead and get the next queen up here that's about to rock out. Thank you so much. Yo, man, y'all already know I got to keep the set going, man. I started explaining this queen a little bit earlier, but my next guest is from West Point, Utah, and she's an aspiring children author. Yep, she's trying to look out for the damn kids, y'all, which I personally think is amazing. We started our journey as kids, just trying to figure out what we wanted to do when we grow up, and so she went back there and that writing for kids led her to her love of poetry. So that's extra love. And I think we about to pop her cherry tonight, or we did in the speed round, y'all. Because I think this is new to her. All this, she true to this. You know what I'm talking about? But she new to this at the same damn time. So y'all make sure y'all really show us some love. Let's go set her.
Pain. Why do I suffer through this pain? It's enough to drive a person insane. When your body turns on you and your mood is oh so blue, other people heal so quick and you're stuck in the thick of it. It's because your immune system doesn't work, makes you feel like such a jerk. So many operations have gone bad, leaves you feeling very sad. Cannot do what you used to do.
Yo, what's going on today, man? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling better now that I got on, and I was feeling a lot of anxiety about trying to get on here.
Oh man, we relaxed. I told you we was a relaxed environment. I was gonna get you up through there. Don't worry about it. We relax on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So how long have you actually been writing and getting this stuff out here to these kids?
I actually started writing about 1991.
Okay.
And I wrote a book called Victoria and the Rainbow People, and it's about racism. And so I took it to the schools because where I grew up at, we were the only Hispanic family on the block in the town, and the only we had a different religion than everybody else around us, so we got it twice as bad. So I thought, I'm going to go ahead and write a book that really speaks to how I grew up around here. It was so bad that they were killing our pets, and it was just really horrible.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man. We all deal with certain things when it comes to racism. It's really real, and people will act like it doesn't exist, and still to this day, you know. So that makes the books relevant. And I love the fact that you're doing it for kids, because sometimes people have a hard time trying to explain racism to kids without, you know, them becoming racist, right? You don't want to teach your kids, but you want to teach your kids, right? So I feel like what you're doing is an amazing, you know, thing. And I appreciate the fact that you put your gift out here for the kids like that. So what's the first piece that you're going to give us?
It's called Mama.
All right. Well, let me get up out of here, man.
This is a true story.
Cry either, man.
So I went crazy when I turned 17. It was an ugly, ugly scene. Mama just went 1 inch too far. It's what left me forever scarred. She asked my brother to shoot my pet. Mama would hit me with whatever she could get. Oh, Mama, why? After that, I just wouldn't try. So I went crazy at 17, locked me up in 3 hospitals, thought of Mama and how she'd belittle. I didn't know if they'd ever let me out. I think of Mama, and I just scream and shout. I wander the halls several times a day, thinking of Mama and the terrible things she'd say. I'd think of different ways to escape. Look outside, just staring at the landscape. Just stood there staring out the window, blinking, but it wasn't in the way that you would be thinking. What would Mama think if they just picked me up off the floor, wheeled my dead carcass on out the door? They threatened to lock me in a rubber room. Life was all darkness, sadness, and gloom. I thought of Mama and felt empty inside. Deep down, that's where the scars they hide. It all changed one day as I walked by a room. A girl was praying, or so I presumed. It started me thinking, so I bowed my head to pray. Maybe I haven't forgiven Mama yet, but I just might someday.
Ooh, that shit is true. Facts. Shim facts. I don't think we have nothing that we can actually say. Shim, don't say nothing because you're just ignorant, and that wasn't an ignorant poem, right?
Right.
Damn, that was deep. That was I said don't make me cry. Didn't I start with don't make me cry or nothing?
Thank you.
You should have gave me a trigger warning. You should have said a trigger warning because I'm triggered. No. Geez, that was heavy. That was heavy. I'm not even going to ask what inspired the piece, but I'm glad that you put the piece out because, yeah, we do have to find forgiveness even when we go through some of the hardest things in life. The
Yeah, it
hardest,
was the way
the
that she was treated when she was younger.
right.
So it's kind of multi-generational.
Facts, and we still have that to this day. You know, there are kids being mistreated every day, and just yearning for love. So I definitely know that will resonate with some kid out there, and you know, for whoever that goes through that situation, I do hope that they find peace in whatever they're going through. So thank you so much, and I can't wait for you to come back around and read your second piece.
Thank you.
Yo, my next queen. I got to shake that off, y'all. That was still heavy. I'm still carrying the weight, right? This next queen and I had the pleasure of actually rocking the open mic together. It was put together by somebody that we both think of as family. This the B Ward himself. This queen is a spoken word artist and affirmation educator that uses her voice through poetry to raise awareness and the importance of mental health as much as wellness in our community and speaking life back into ourselves. And y'all know we all can use some of that. We just heard a piece similar to mental health and things like that. So y'all help me welcome Blue Rain to this thing. I'm righting my wrongs while listening to other women's songs, just needing to purge my sins away. Giving myself the space and grace to take just one more breath today. Realizing I am she, silently healing everyone while my world is slowly undone. Understanding each rise of my chest is another opportunity to do my best as the world turns its back on. Yeah, Queen. What it do? How you feeling today?
I'm well. How are you?
Hey, look at y'all. I love that shit. I just asked her this before we started. She was like, it was a day, fool. It was a day, but I'm here and we blessed. And she like, I'm well. I love how the energy is shifted because I hope you're well because you on the show. And you know what I'm saying? You about to give us some of this dopeness that I know that you got in store for us. So how long have you been actually doing this thing called poetry?
Man, I've been writing poetry off and on since like the early 90s. I don't want to age myself, right? But since like the early 90s. But poetry has been my career for probably about 2.5 years now.
That's what's up. So how did it feel to go from just being a hobby to using the word career?
It was overwhelming, but in a good way, right? Because we're all taught that we have a purpose. We're given these gifts for a reason, right? And then one day I just realized there's someone in my life who used to tell me all the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it was used towards me as a bad thing because I have a smart mouth, right? I just do. But I've learned to flip the script, and it's honestly, it is what I say and how I say it. So poetry is my way to do that.
And
You know,
express yourself well.
my purpose is to guide people. I understand that, and I do that through poetry.
Okay, then I love it. That's what I was saying. Express yourself well. You really do. So I'm glad that you were able to tap in and make your pen leap. So let's talk about this book that I'm so urgently wanting to hear about. So yeah.
So my baby, actually, I have it right here.
I'm trying to tell you. There we go. I love that. Yeah.
She's always on hand. So you can actually purchase my book, Truly Love in Blue. She's on Amazon right now. I don't have any copies, but you know, if you happen to live in Georgia and I see you and you have it, I'm more than happy to sign it for you.
So we talking about hood prices. What's the price on Amazon? What we talking about?
On Amazon, she's $15.
Hey, that's a hood price, man. I keep telling y'all, anything less than a 7 is a hood price. Go ahead and get your read on for real. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. So, how long ago did you write it again?
2 years. 2 years ago.
So it's been out for 2 years. So it's been blossoming. So was that what you were going around doing when you're on the road?
No, not really. On the road, I just wanted the opportunity to perform. I wanted to do more than just say the words. I wanted people to feel what I birthed through me, you know, if that makes any sense.
Of course, man.
Yeah. It's for the poems in my book. Those were the beginning of my healing journey. I've been through some stuff, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. So for me, that was me fulfilling a childhood dream. And that was getting some stuff off of my chest and saying, hey, I know I'm not unique. We've all been through some stuff. I'm just open enough to be vulnerable. So if you've been through what I've been through, let's go through this together. Right?
I love that. Reach one, teach one. So what's the first piece you're going to give to us tonight?
So the first piece I'm going to do is going to be I Am She. Since you mentioned Ward, I'm going to do I Am She.
Hey, man, I think that I like the acronyms to that. Let me get out of here because, yeah, she is, yeah, that's it.
I'm righting my wrongs while listening to other women's songs, just needing to purge my sins away. Giving myself the space and grace to take just one more breath today. Realizing I am she. Silently healing everyone while my world is slowly undone. Understanding each rise of my chest is another opportunity to do my best as the world turns its back on she, everyone healing silently. My heart is writing out her story in cursive. To some of you, the language may be elusive, but life ain't handing out no decoder rings. So she performs her own transfusion on these lines, sort through the preservatives that fill the mind with lies. So she can pour into he, because he is hurting everyone as he slowly dies. And he is hurting everyone through muted cries. Poetry, our universal donor, bleeds new life into me, oh so negatively sweetly, you feel me? With the message to always be positive. So she can be his safe space, and the pain can slowly erase as he is now healing every day. Every day, finding the balance between emotions and being cognitive. That's what makes you malleable and unstoppable, opens the way for peace and abundance, all that is meant for we, as you all are just like she and me, mending every day. I'm righting my wrongs for the sake of my legacy, healing so they, healing so they can be legendary, understanding there will be more powerful she's after me. End poem.
All that black girl magic. Come back, say all that black girl magic.
Yeah, She'll be on 10 like all that black girl magic. You definitely was talking about she, even though you didn't mention he, but together we are a unit, right?
Yeah.
So I love that. What inspired the piece?
Bo inspired that piece. So he released a single that's on all streaming platforms
I
titled
know what you're about to say.
And he
Yeah.
talks about these powerful women in his life that molded him to be the man that he is. But in understanding that we pour into each other equally, so just as it's her job to pour into him, it's her job to pour into her. You see what I'm saying? It's
Vice
that
versa,
balance.
right? Vice versa,
Right. So,
right?
I herbally medicate. So that's where I'm at right now, y'all. So,
Facts on that. I think we all do. I think we all do. That's the best type of medication
yeah.
there is.
So understanding that she is needed to pour into him spiritually so that he can grow, so that he can protect her physically. It's a give and take, it's a push and pull. And because he talked so much about these women pouring into him, I wanted to discuss how we need to pour into him and how he pours back into us and how we're all the same. And if you listen to me, I don't give a relationship to he. So it's whatever man in your life. No, I don't care what the relation. At my job, I come across gentlemen every day and I speak to them as the kings that they are, because I might be the only woman to do that day, but I need him to understand his place.
Exactly. I definitely understand where you're coming from, man. I can't wait till you come back around and give us the second piece. Thank you so much. Yo, I ain't even gonna cap. I kind of been waiting, y'all, because this one right here hit the speed round and took on running on our ass, man. Oh, and let me, before I forget, shout out to the fucking Shinobi for that dangerous. I'm talking about, if y'all didn't go back and listen to that spotlight, y'all need to, man, because that shit was hitting. I forgot to do that at the beginning of the show. But let me get back into it, man. Last but definitely as potent as they come. This king started writing when he was in elementary and continued to write and perform, which led him to the creation of blue light poetry. And under this brand, this king has written 4 books, countless magazine publications, and was nominated for the best new poetry book on Amazon in 2001. He is a multi-time nationally nominated spoken word artist, male best promoter, following his success of the top-ranked annual show, Poet Wars, that Battle of the Belts, y'all. He is also an accomplished streaming artist and songwriter. His music continues to stay in regular rotation right now today. And 105.3, let me slow it down, jams. Amazingly, this king is now one of my heroes, y'all know, Cap, because he has the longest running poetry series on social media. I'm trying to get like Mike when I grow up, no cap. Y'all already know what it is, man. He has the longest drop in his poetry drop Tuesday and Motivated Monday. Man, his favorite motto to leave people with is stay motivated, and if you can't, stay consistent. Sound like some shit I motherfucking say. So y'all help me bring Broder overcome on this thing. Let's go, King.
It's that black light poet that's beyond all description. It's that friendly neighborhood soul searcher that's beyond any comprehension. It's that inner city poet whose style is hard as long division. It's that man and a half Christian, half heathen. It's that Super Bowl playoff, the regular and the preseason. It's that hood tested. It's that ghetto approved. It's that stone that the builder refuses, simply will not be moved. It's that old school, new school, pop locking me Nene. It's that brand new piece drop every poetry drop Tuesday. It's that #1 stunner, black light poetry's front runner, the Muskogee soul searchers heavyweight.
Yo, King, what it do?
What's going on, Queen? What's going on?
Hey, everything all good in the hood. Tonight has been amazing already. So I already know you about to throw the icing on the freaking cake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm enjoying the vibe. So, yo, let's get into it. First of all, I slept on your ass for way too long. Where you was hiding? What rock was you under that you, it's huge than a mug out here, but I was sleeping.
Hey, I've been under the radar way down here in Muskogee, Oklahoma.
I'm trying to tell you, man, Muskogee in the dang on house. I probably would have called it something else. You know what I'm talking about? And I've been vibing to your music, which is amazing, man. Y'all go check it out. He's on the platforms. He got it going. Y'all make sure that y'all tap into it. He gonna elevate y'all last, man. While you elevate. You know what I'm talking about? So, Peen, how's it been on this amazing journey being from damn Muskogee, but you like, I'm chill.
Hey, it's been a long road, but I learned how to stay motivated through the long time, through the dark times, through the drought and everything. And that's where the motto came: stay motivated. And then staying consistent, that came later on, because every day you're not going to be motivated. Sometimes you just got to go through the motions until you find that motivation again.
Fake it till you make it. That's what he just told y'all, people. Fake it till you damn make it, and you will make it. That's the whole thing that people forget about the whole journey is, man. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just try to get there. You will get there. Just keep stepping. So 4 freaking books under your belt, man. 4 of them guys. Let's talk about it. When was the first book, and how, and give me the names and where we can find them.
The first book was The World Through the Eyes of a Blacklight Poet. It was my first book that I wrote, and I wrote it years ago when I was in my early 20s. And it was the only thing that I kept from my first marriage. I lost everything in a bitter, bad divorce. The only thing that I left with was a notebook full of poems and stuff.
His side chick, y'all. He left with his side chick, y'all.
That's my girl. That's my mistress right there. And so one of my poetic partners, Poetic JB, she opened up a publishing company. She's in my group of poets called Muskogee Soul Searchers. Okay. And she opened up a publishing, and she said, I want to practice. Can I use you and can I publish a book? I was like, of course. But she didn't know I brought a big old trapper keeper full of poems. And she put that sucker together and made my first book, and I was off to the races. After that, I wrote The Soul Searcher, which to me is my masterpiece because it's a great book from start to finish. The next book I wrote was called Blacklight Poetry, Book 1, Ghetto Poetry, because that's just the source of my my poetry is just ghetto stuff. I wasn't raised in the ghetto, but I was inspired by the ghetto. So that was my stuff. And then I remixed the original Soul Searcher book. There's a lot of poems that I left off of it. So I re-put all of those poems back in there and put out the original version in its entirety and called it the Blacklight Cut.
Ooh, let's go, man. So where can we find these books, though?
All of these books are available on Amazon.
Let's go and let's do it, man. I don't want Amazon. I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to be in your inbox in a couple of weeks because I got a line of books that I'm trying to get right now. But I'm going to be in your inbox in a couple of weeks, right? And I'm going to be talking about I need an autograph. I need a sign, yo. I need, because when y'all get up through there, I need to be able to be like, yo, I got an original copy sign, yo, right here on Poppy's Poetry Corner. It went down. So, and it's about to go down right now because I ain't going to make y'all wait no more, man. What's the first piece you're going to give us tonight, King?
The first piece I'm going to do is called I Choose You.
Ooh, well, let me get up out of here.
I choose you. You see, God, he never promised me an easy life. To be the best, the big homie had to pay the price. The glory roads, a lonely road, trials and tribulations, fearing only failure got my strength and salvation. The strength of my life, the world ain't nothing nice. I've been left for dead, been to hell and back twice. He pulled me out the fire, helped me deal with all the pain. I raised my hand and said, thank you. Life has never been the same. I praise your holy name. I pray my way through all the pain. Though you slay me, I'm still beasting in your name. If it had not been for the Lord on my side, I wouldn't be here. I almost committed suicide. Never said I was a preacher. Only that I love Jesus. I got a different praise to leave the congregation speechless. I'm the Oklahoma miracle. Every breath's a gift. I'm walking in my purpose, making all the haters sick. I've been shaking and evading, shucking and jiving. I'm ready to start living, sick and tired of surviving. Lord, forgive me for my sins. I know I sin again. I praise you in advance for giving me another chance. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine bright. Started in the minor league, now Birdie's top flight. Now we on deck, swinging for the fences. I'm winning by miles instead of losing by inches. See, I'm David with the sling. I'm Samson with the strength. I got a reason to praise. I've been through a little bit. I come a long way. God is my witness. He told me to speak my dreams into existence. So I started with persistence. I poured on the scripture. I sprinkled on the talent. Now it's time to eat dinner. It's time to go claim it. It's time to go get it. I want it so bad because I wasn't born with it. I'm strong because the word said I'm strong. I can now face the storm because I suffered so long. I took so many losses, fell flat on my face. God would just pick me up and put me in a secret place. Now I'm coming for my mansions because God built a champion. I'm still standing, leaning out on my understanding. Thank you for my victories. Thank you for my setbacks. Thank you for my obstacles. And thank you for my comeback. I get better by the letter because you told me shining to the day my light diminish. I choose you.
Yeah. I'm coming live from the A, man, but that shit that deserved the A, man. Can the church say?
Yo, that shit did deserve an A damn man. That was perfect, Shem. No cap. I don't even have to ask you what inspired that piece. Just trial and tribulations, and you still kept your faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all part of my story. It's all part of my testimony. I mean, I had suicidal thoughts at one point. I was real low, and it was nothing but God that brought me through it. So I always had to make a piece honoring Him, no matter how far on each side of the line I go. I always give Him his props.
As you should, man. I definitely appreciate it, and I appreciated hearing it. So let's talk about this show, right? Because, I'm trying to be like Mike, right? I need to know the secret. Give me the sauce. What's the sauce? 5 whole years of running on social. Like, what's the sauce?
Yeah, well, I didn't always spit the way that I spit, so I had to practice. And so I picked a day, one of the days that I wasn't really doing anything, to go ahead and start practicing. And for me, it was Tuesday. So I started recording myself so that I could see how I looked when I talked and spit, so I didn't look all goofy and stuff. So it started. So that's how it started. And this poetry dropped Tuesday, and I started doing it every week. My group started doing it every week. All the groups I was affiliated with start doing it every week. People that I've never met before start doing it every week. So, like I said, it just caught fire and just spread all around.
Man, people was looking for that culture. They was thirsty for it because it wasn't many outlets out here, especially that you can just tap in and you ain't got to leave your crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the most important thing is you ain't got to leave your crib. Like, that is a blessing all in itself, man. So, yes, we definitely going to come back and talk some more about it, man. Thank you so much, King, for popping in and tapping in. And you got to come back around that corner, man. I love that shit. It was the dopest.
Thank you.
Hey, speaking of which, man, being streaming and all that good stuff, man, Shem, come on and tell them that message that we got for him. Can we pull Shem up? Because, we do have a public service announcement for my little viewers that's watching this thing, yo. Let's go. Nah, sir.
Public service announcement. Look, man, don't be scared to plant a seed. It's for sure to be on Let's Grow. Cash App at the bottom. Hit that thing, man.
Seen it. Man, if y'all enjoying the show, man, please tap into that Cash App. StreamYard is not free. We pay rent in this mother sucker. You know what I'm saying? But let's get the show back moving, man. We're going to bring Jay right back up here so she can go ahead and lace us with some more of that dopeness. Yo, that button be tripping. What's going on, Queen, man? We're finna spin it back around. What's the second piece you're going to give us?
This one is called Trust.
All right, I'm going to trust it's going to be good. Let me get up out of this guy.
Trust is something that should never be given, yet I always seem to give it away. Loyalty is something that can't be found anymore. People find a way to disappoint me every day, throwing salt on my name or tossing stones from a glass house. Then people got the nerve to feel some kind of way when I call them out. I'm sick of the bullshit, so I refuse to entertain it. Either you're real or you're not. There ain't no other way to explain it. So if you want some fake shit, Keep it away from me. And if what I say offends you, you have nothing to say to me. In peace.
You know how to get down in every arena, and I love it. Let's go. That was some real true shit right there. I mean, truth. You spit that shit and it was the truth. I love it. Thank you so much, Queen. Make sure you stick around. I'm going to tap back in with you in a minute, man. You know how we get at the end of the show. It's damn near drive-by in this bitch. Let's go. Sal. You in there, Sal? You ready?
I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here.
So what's the second piece you're going to give us?
It's called God Forgive Me.
All right, let's get into it.
It's about being in a very, very dark place. God forgive me, he knows what I have done. God forgive me, I didn't think that I was the one. I had no knowledge, it was done unaware. I know what I did now, and it's not that I don't care. Oh Lord, I can't believe what I have done. I will lose everything, and it's not like I have won. I want to rip my heart out for each and every one. God won't forgive me. He knows what I have done. There's no absolution, there is no second chance. He's going to take back my life in advance. I wish that my life had taken a different route, but in my life there are no roundabouts. They'll never forgive me. I'll lose everything. I've lost, and it's really going to sting. Clearly, they think that I'm someone that I'm not. Just one confession, and you know that I am caught. There's no absolution, there's no second chance. He's going to take back my life in advance. Oh, how I wish that I could change. No matter how hard I try, though, things always stay the same.
Oh, what the young folks say? Say less. That's what you need to do, because that poem said it all. Oh, I love that. Yeah, say less. So, yo, thank you so much for coming back around, man. That was an amazing piece. You popped your cherry with us tonight. That takes a lot to get up here and read and let people into your world. And I appreciate you coming on here doing that, man. Make sure you stick around so that we can tap back in with each other a little bit later.
Okay.
Woo, here come that drive-by. This is a real drive-by action right here, man. Let me go ahead and bring Blue back up here. Blue Rain, let's go. Yo, Queen, yeah. So question, why didn't you read out of your book when you were traveling? Was it because you just needed to, was it therapy and you just needed to get that off your chest, or what was that? What was? Make it short, right?
My book was more therapeutic. There's one piece out of my book that I perform, but yeah, my book was more therapy.
Factual. Okay, I just wanted to know because it was on my mind. I was like, wait, she took all that time to write that book. Why didn't she read? You know what I'm saying? But I love the fact that you used it as therapy. So what's the second piece that you're going to give us?
Oh, so we can talk more about it later. But
you already know it. What's the second piece you're going to give us?
Is Little Woman.
All right. Uh-oh. That sounds like a lot of us.
Please allow me to introduce myself in such a way that any further questions you may have will probably be delayed because you won't know what to say. All my life I had to fight against your jokes about my cute height, your comments toward my tiny stature. I'm sure by the time I'm done, the numbers 5'3" won't even matter. See, your eyes may perceive a little woman. It's because they're not attuned to the frequency to receive this big energy. My voice shakes mountains. The paths I was born to blaze, countless. Within the confines of this small physique is a person so unique, you'll have to come to my level just to understand. Despite the height, you'll bend the knee and dine out of my hand. I don't need you to remind me how close I am to the floor. No, I can't see out the peephole at the door. And I don't think it's funny that I see eye to eye with your son, who's only 4. So here's what I say to you. Remember, here's what I say to you. Some of the best things in life come in small packages. Remember, the soft-spoken are typically the most vicious savages. I project harder to get these rhymes to penetrate your mind, and I'm even humble enough to give them to you customized and in a rhyme. For some of y'all, I'm more masculine energy than you'll ever be, and the sexiest feminine energy that you'll ever see. So, yes, my voice may be tiny. My voice may be tiny, and I might be a little whiny, but my pen is mighty, and I am not your little woman. Please address me correctly. Queen Blue, respectfully.
Did you say that shit or I said that shit? But somebody said that shit, because that shit was said and I liked it. Yeah.
I like it too, Shim. I like it. I think it was short people shit. That's why we all liked it. Yo, that was absolutely dope. Thank you so much for spinning around this block tonight, man. You know I gotta have all y'all back in the new season. Please stick around. We about to close this room out, man.
All right.
Yeah, somebody put it up. Yeah, Queen Blue. Let's go, King. So, all right, so you already know the next question that I absolutely have is after what's next?
What's next? Right now, all my eggs in the basket of what we call Poet Wars.
What night? Come on, tell us
It's
what it's
November the
Tuesday
13th.
nights. Is what?
It's November the 13th. Now I'm going to continue doing the Poetry Drop Tuesday every Tuesday. I'm doing Motivational Monday every Monday, and Poet Wars is a annual event that I made up for the poets.
All right, so tell the people where they can find all this stuff.
All the Poet Wars stuff is, you can go to my page, Door Rolling 2 on Facebook, and it's going to be here held in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Hopefully I'll be able to get it on live this year.
All right, man, that would be the dopest if you can get it online. And if you need some help, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to hook that up for you. You know what I mean? It could be a special poetry corner night. Y'all already know how we do it around this block. So, what's the second piece you're going to give us tonight, King?
The second piece is going to be called My Butterscotch Queen.
Ooh, butterscotch. I'm out.
My Butterscotch Queen. You see, between visions of making millions and putting my muscle behind my hustle stands my Butterscotch Queen. She's soft to the touch, easy on the eyes, the bounce of her behind, the curve of her thighs. Man, she can melt me with a look. Dang. The switch of her hips has me so shook. God, he took his time with this one, y'all. Looking like she walked out of a comic book. Ooh, my Butterscotch Queen. You see, she's the origin of my dreams, my who did it and what for. She's the type of woman that a man will start a war for. Because see, in the streets, she's a queen. In the sheets, ooh, she's my fantasies personified. Whenever she walks into the room, all my problems are rectified. My Butterscotch Queen. Now, not only does her body fully fuel my imagination, but she also dazzles me with fantastic conversation, her hopes, her dreams, her purpose, her goals. Man, nothing's out of bounds as our world unfolds. Because see, for me, I don't want for nothing, yet I want everything for her. Man, our years spent together still feels like a blur. Man, to this day, she's the most beautiful person that I've ever seen. My everything, my dream, my Butterscotch Queen, Bird the Overcomer.
Oh, wait, that was so good, man. Just want to touch myself. I'm about to go give Barbie a visit later so we can have some baby dolls, y'all. Oh.
She'll let me find out you done found your Butterscotch Queen around here. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, then, Nisi say it sounds so sweet. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to get real sweet in this thing next week, man. Y'all, thank you so much, King, for coming through and blessing a path like that, man. I always like to have one king to come in and balance my room off. It only take a one or two of y'all to lead the pack, and I love it. That was an absolutely amazing show from everybody, man. Make sure you stick around. Everybody don't leave yet. Yo, let's get into next week a little bit, man. Y'all already know why I got these last couple minutes coming down. We got the drip coming in this mother sucker, and I can't wait. It's gonna be absolutely dripping fabulous in this mother sucker come next Wednesday. So y'all make sure y'all tap into that thing, man. So run that thing for the one time.
Get your business. Poppy's Poetry Corner would like to welcome King Drip, Rare Epiphany, The Royal Drench, Mariel Shinobi, The Headmistress, Mystic Pound Cake, Mr. Yes Lord, Chef's Kiss, and Triple P. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honey Drippers. Drip.
Them folks dripping, and we gonna be dripping in this mud next week. So make sure y'all tap in for another amazing show. Y'all already know how we end this thing. Wake up with gratitude so it shows in your altitude so you can reach those major altitudes. And I'm out.
Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Keynote's gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know, I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it. I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.
Mother sucker. Yeah. She's a bad, bad.